Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from Bungalow Insurance. We started Bungalow basically because of this chart. And what you can see here is that the insurance industry has the second lowest satisfaction among any industry in terms of online experience. Pretty much the only thing behind it is cable. And the fact is, in the insurance industry, most insurance companies know this today. Most of them say they're behind, and most of them plan to acquire companies to do something about it. And so when we approached this problem, we were, what we've realized is the insurance companies are having a hard time reaching the next generation of consumers. And so when we thought about why that is, we decided to look about and think about what's different about the next generation of consumers. And so the fact is demographics are changing pretty rapidly. So among people under the age of 35, 2/3 rent their homes, more than half don't own cars. And the fact is that these people don't have the same insurance needs that the older generations have. And so for years, these insurance companies have been selling home insurance and auto insurance, and they've been doing a great job with that, but that's not what today's consumer needs. What today's consumer needs is renter's insurance. And so for people who don't know, renter's insurance is a great product that for under $200 a year covers you for $100,000 of liability, $25,000 worth of property coverage. It's a great product. And the fact is, actually, most renters know this. The interesting thing is only 37% of renters actually have renter's insurance, in spite of the fact that 65% think it's a good idea. And so that translates to about a $2 billion opportunity, the difference in those charts. And so if everyone thinks it's a good idea but nobody has it, why is that? Frankly, it's because there's too much friction in the process. And so if you talk to consumers today and you say, like, do you think it's a good idea? Most of them say, yeah. And it's like, OK, so you're going to buy it? And they're like, maybe next week. The fact is, people just don't want to go through the annoyance of dealing with insurance. Frankly, there's too much friction. And this is the situation they're facing. Generally, the insurance has to be purchased through an agent. Most of these companies will send you through an agent. If you go online to try to find it, you'll be rerouted to some lead gen form, and it'll end up making you call some phone number. And then you're faced with a bunch of brands that are generally undifferentiated. And so we've been thinking about how can we distribute this product more seamlessly. And so we have a two-pronged distribution strategy that we think will help do this. So ultimately, we want to be a brand in insurance. We want people to think of Bungalow when they think of insurance. But we recognize that takes a long time and is very expensive. So in the near term, we're working with channel partners. And in the long term, we're going to build a direct-to-consumer brand. And so I'll talk a little bit more about each of those strategies. So in terms of channel partners, what we think of here is basically anything that touches a renter is a potential distribution partner for us. So it could be a cable company, it could be Uber, it could be Zipcar. But one that we're particularly excited about is online rent payment. This is a small part of the market right now, but it's growing extremely quickly. And these companies are interested in integrating with renter's insurance. And so we would just add a checkbox. When people go online to pay the rent every month, we would just add a checkbox. And so for $10 a month, you can add renter's insurance. It's super simple. All the consumer research we've done has shown that people are very likely to select this option. This is what we mean by frictionless. This is how we think renter's insurance should be sold. And so in the long term, we want to use that to drive the cash flow to help build our direct-to-consumer brand. And this is what we've built so far. We've invested heavily in sort of the branding and design and look and feel. This is our website. It's up now at bungalowinsurance.com. We launched it in February. If you compare this to the insurance websites out there, this is much cleaner, much simpler. We believe that this is how consumers want to think about insurance. So you go on, enter your zip code. You're given 3 simple options, and you're easily done. So quickly about our business model, it's relatively straightforward. It's an agency business model. For every policy we sell, we get about $30. The insurance carriers take care of everything on the back end in terms of servicing, claims, handling, everything like that. So pretty much all we have to worry about is acquisition cost. And we're baking in a $15 acquisition cost into our channel partners. And we're also working to get to there on our direct-to-consumer business as well. And so this is the opportunity we're really excited about, because the fact is agents still sell over 90% of personal lines products in the United States every year. These are largely commodities. There's not a lot of commodities that are sold through agents anymore. And for doing that, those agents were paid $65 billion last year. And they're paid that amount every year. We don't see that as being the market 10 years from now. And so we think there's a large opportunity if you're positioned to grab this. This is a little bit about myself and my co-founder. We're both just graduated from the MBA program at Wharton. We both went to Duke undergrad. We have most of our experiences in financial services beforehand, and we have a team of advisors with, 90 years of experience, which has been super helpful because the insurance industry is not an easy one to navigate. Since launching, we've worked hard to gather the right partners. We've partnered with Travelers and Chubb. This is not an easy task. If anyone has ever tried it as a startup insurance agency, they don't just let you walk in the door. This took us a long time, and we think it provides a pretty good barrier to entry for any new entrants coming in. Since we launched our website in February, we've sold over $6,000 worth of policies direct to consumer, and we've locked up 5 distribution partnerships. We just finished the class at Dream It here in Philly. We were accepted into the Dorm Room Fund. We just won the Wharton Business Plan competition, which we're excited about. And so if I can leave you with one thing, this is sort of it. We think there's a lot of analogs in the financial services industry over the past few years that have done something similar, where they've taken an old, outdated sort of brand and user experience and just put a fresh face on it that speaks to the next generation of consumers. We would like to do the same thing for insurance, and we think there's a great opportunity here. And what we need, we're looking for summer interns currently. I don't know if there's anyone in the room who's interested. Largely business development and design, and introduction to experts in the insurance space. These can be harder to find than maybe you would think, but if anyone here has experience in insurance, we would love to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.